When you were Speaker, there was especially when you first became Speaker, there was a contingent in the Democratic caucus, very vocal, about 38 members, who pushed for you to move articles of impeachment against President George W. Bush. We're hearing a similar call from the hard right and the Republican Party. How did you go about your sort of decision to say that was off the table at the time, versus what we're hearing now from the hard right and the Republican Party pushing the current Speaker to move articles?
The argument against President Bush was about a president and an administration that sent us into a war based on a false representation of the threat of weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. That's a major accusation against the president. Having said that, it's not about impeaching the president. It's about putting the country through that. I thought what the Republicans did to President Clinton was shameful, irresponsible, and wrong for the country. And what he did was stupid, but it had nothing to do with public policy and his office, his responsibility and his office. I do think people could have made a case about President Bush, but I did not want to go down that path. So for even the Republicans now to be talking about suing the president, what are we talking about here? Let's get to work. We are legislators. They're not effective legislators, so they're changing the subject all the time. But the fact is, and it comes to executive orders, President Reagan had 381 executive orders. President George W. Bush had 291. President Obama has 181 with 2 years to go in his term. So this is again subterfuge. It's a distraction. It's I don't know how to do what I'm supposed to do here, so let me think of something else to do. It's totally irresponsible of them to be suing the president. It's an opportunity cost of great magnitude in terms of what we are here to do to meet the needs of the people. It's a cost to our reputation in the world that we get a new president and we'll find a reason to impeach him. Although I would say the case against what the Republican administration did, taking us into war, and what they knew was a false premise, was far more serious than anything that Bill Clinton did in his off hours.